The Man Spider skin is finally here, people. Oh my freaking God. We've waited God knows how long for it. I've been talking about it on this channel for weeks at this point, but we finally got it in Marvel Rivals, everybody, and it's just freaking peak. I could sit here all day just staring at him. He looks so good. Seriously, I love this character, and I love the design they gave him. You could, like, see, like, some of his eyes coming out of the mask, because the mask is, like, ripped open. He's got, like, the fangs. He's like a gray giant wolf spider. But as good as the suit is, the suit also still does have some of its downsides we're going to also have to talk about. So in this video, I'd like to go over the positives and the negatives of the Man Spider skin we've gotten in Marvel Rivals. So I'm going to just jump into that thing right now. The good. Let's start with the good. The good about the skin, well, it looks goddamn good. Look at it. Just look at it. It just looks so freaking fire. It is truly a Man Spider skin. He looks horrifying. A lot of people online complained about how scary he looked and they wouldn't be buying the skin. That's how you know they did a good job. If this skin is deterring people from buying it, it means it's truly enacting the arachnophobia that is in so many people. And that's great because it should be doing that. It's supposed to be a Man Spider. It's a scary horror-themed skin. And I'm glad this skin is doing it. But what the skin does even more so than just that is the skin actually features Spider-Man, Man Spider in a official, I shouldn't say official, in a classic Spider-Man costume. Not just the Marvel Rivals Spider-Man costume, but an actual full-fledged classic Spider-Man costume. What I mean by that? Well, I mean, this is literally the Spider-Man costume you'd probably find in a comic book. You know, like when the original Spider-Man comics were coming out with Stan Lee and all of them? Yeah, it would look like that. You know how Tom McFarlane drew them? It would look like that. The red and the blue with the black logo. It's got that. It's got the peak red, the vibrant red. It's got the saturated vibrant blue. It's got the black logo on the front. And guess what it even has on the back? It has what I would consider the best back logo one Spider-Man suit could have. The Fat Back. I love when the Fat Back logo is there. It just looks so goddamn good. I don't know what it is about it. And I know people are going to chime in. They're going to be like, but that's not a spider. Spiders have two body parts. There's a thorax and an abdomen. That's just an abdomen. That's lame. It looks more like a tick. Which, if I'm not mistaken, ticks also still have two parts, but they're so small it's hard to tell. Either way, the difference is, for me, is it's endearing. It's cute, you know? When Spider-Man shows up on the scene, if he actually were to look like a spider, it would be very, very scary. If you imagine he was Man Spider. But when you have that fat back, it's like, oh, look, that's for the kids. The kids, it'll warm them up. It's also why he's got those big old eyes. But either way, I love the classic suit that Man Spider is also featured in. He looks so great with his eyes coming through and the gray hair flying out of his skin. But on top of that, the suit looks good in itself. Where do we go from there? We gotta talk about the MVP. The MVP intro, holy shit! This thing was so amazing. I actually never thought Marvel would give us something that enacts arachnophobia so hard. Look how scary he looks in this video. The lighting and everything, how creepy it is. Spider-Man is truly being plagued by the disease that is Man Spider that's infecting him. This is awesome. This is so creepy. I love it. Look at him like slamming into the wall. We get him shrieking in like a comic book font as it comes across the screen. And he like jumps out the window, web swings away with his extra arms and him looking all sinister and whatnot. It's freaking great. I can't say anything bad about the MVP skin. For me, it's probably my favorite MVP skin for MVP intro. It's probably my favorite MVP intro in the entire game. I just think it literally looks that raw. And then lastly, the last good thing about the suit I need to talk about is that it comes with this emote. This emote of his arms ripping out of the side of him, so he becomes a 6-armed Spider-Man, and you guys like, so that's 8 limbs. He becomes an 8-limbed human being Man Spider monstrosity as he's just on the ground screaming. And it's amazing, honestly. For lack of better words, you know, Spider-Man, so amazing just is so apropos, but it's also spectacular, you know? It's just so freaking good. I'm a big fan of this skin. But I can't sugarcoat the fact that there is a lot of negatives that come with this skin. There's quite a bit of negatives we're going to also talk about it now. I know I just talked about how the emote looks great, and it does look great. But those extra arms that come out during the emote, that should be there the whole goddamn game. That's really what he looks like. He has extra arms. I don't care if they don't make them a hitbox and there's just like for animation sake. It would look better if he had them at all times. He would look way more like Man Spider if he had the extra arms the entirety of the time, rather than just when he's emoting. And you actually will get the extra arms when you use your ult, but it's not the same kind of extra arms. It's actually just the exact same rig as the MCU's ult, which I think is kind of lame. These arms don't look like the arms for Man Spider. They just look like, you know, like the spider legs that come out of the back of the Iron Spider suit. I wanted the full-fledged arms to be throwing the ult around. So I really did not like that aspect of it. That's a little bit lacking for me. And then when it comes to the emote, I also have to say I do like the arms coming out. But what is his yell? You can barely hear the guy. He's like, and actuality, I wanted it to sound like. And it sounded nothing like that. It just sounded like I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So I really hope they can update that and change the sound of his shrieks and screams, because he should sound like he's actually shrieking and screaming, not like he's like old Gramps on his bed trying to ask for a glass of water. Because that's what he sounds like to me. He sounds terrible, dude. But talking about sounding terrible, we got to talk about the voice acting. There's actually still voice acting on the costume. I couldn't believe this. I thought they would just cut all the voice acting completely, or they would give him shrieks and like monster yells. And if it was gonna be shrieks, how we just heard him shriek, we wouldn't want that. But I thought it'd be real actual monster yells like from the 90s cartoon you get to hear. Instead, you don't actually get that at all. What you do get is you get Yuri Lowenthal with just like a voice modifier. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Yuri Lowenthal. He is on my Mount Rushmore of Spider-Man voice actors. The man is a god. But he's not Man-Spider, and I wouldn't have minded if they asked him to do different voices for Man-Spider specifically. I would be down for that. But just hearing the regular old friendly Spider-Man voice when he's like, "Oh, I hope I'm not bothering anybody here," because he's such a sweet, nice guy in this game. And then you're Man-Spider, so you got this voice changer. It's like, "I hope I'm not bothering anybody here," and it's just like, I don't want to hear this. I want to hear Man-Spider yelling and shrieking, and people being like, "Why the hell is there a Man-Spider walking around?" And there's two things I have to say to follow that up. One, people are going to say this had to happen because of competitive, and I'm not going to disagree. That makes sense. You want to keep your ult timers and everything. You want to hear the ult voice lines, and then you know what to do immediately, because a lot of times your audio reactions are faster than your visual reactions. I actually think it's not even comparable how much faster it is. But that doesn't mean I have to hear it. I'm the player. I don't need to hear my own ult go off with him going like, "It's spider time," or whatever, "Maximum Spider." Like, I don't need to hear that as Man-Spider. You could just cut the voice line out. I get it's for the other players, and I get why they need to have it. But me, I don't need that. I don't need it at all. I actually don't even want it. No, I don't. I straight up don't want them to say anything. And the other thing I'm going to say is people have definitely already gone to the comments, and they're like, "This is an epic skin. This is not the master skin," or whatever they're called, or the highest level of skins. This is the one below that, so why would they do a voice modifier? I don't know who you guys are. I'm not going to lie. I don't know you. It's nice to meet you. I'm Spider Dunk, and I would pay for this to be legendary then. I don't care. I don't care if this is an epic skin. I want it to be a fucking legendary skin. It's Man-Spider. One of my favorite things about the Spider-Man mythos. I've talked about it so much this month. I've already made it very clear. I love Man-Spider, and I really wish they would have gone the extra mile and done it a little bit more faithfully by changing his voice. And if I had to pay extra for that, I don't give a shit. I would have paid extra. You serious? It's Man-Spider. I'd pay the prettiest penny one could find for Man-Spider. I love this dude. So that was a little bit lacking for me. And if you're going to say that it's only an epic skin, well, I don't care. It should have been a legendary skin, because that's how much I love Man-Spider. We got a classic Spider-Man costume. We got Man-Spider inside of that costume. We got this cool-ass emote without really that good audio. And we got dope-ass MVP screen. I honestly would have gone the extra mile and given us an intro, so I could have paid for that too. Given us a voice modifier and given us voice in the emote, because that's what I was looking for personally. But even still, I bought the skin and I'm a happy camper. I really can't complain. I really do love the skin. Just a little bit jarring hearing Yuri Lowenthal's voice as I'm trying to play the game as Man-Spider. Doesn't really add up to me. The last issue I do have with the Man-Spider skin is they actually put the wrong fucking comic book that it's referenced in. It said first appeared in. First appears in, and my mistake, if I'm not mistaken, they said Amazing Spider-Man 437. That's not true. It's just false. Man-Spider first appears in Marvel Fanfare issue number 2 when Spider-Man goes to the Savage Lands with Kazar and everything, and he's helping out over there. That's when he becomes Man-Spider. I have a whole video where I talk about his origins and everything. So this is wrong. It's flat out wrong. If you actually read Amazing Spider-Man 437, it's not even the same color. So people are going to be like, oh, it's totally inspired by that because they looked at the cover of the book. When if you read the actual book, he's a brown recluse spider, not a wolf spider. And I know I'm getting really spider nerd on you guys. I'm really not trying to. Just when I was a kid, I was really obsessed with spiders, so I know a solid amount about them. But like seriously, this is not, the one from 437 is not the same as the one from Marvel Fanfare or even close to the one from the 90s show, which those two look similar, and they also look like the one in Marvel Rivals. Oh no, look, I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm sorry I ended with the bad, because I don't want y'all thinking I didn't like the skin when I love the skin. I thought the skin was so good. So allow me to put a little bit of like some gameplay on the screen that I had some fun performing and some fun making. Not all of it's really the highest level gameplay. A lot of it's some fun because I was playing some Doom matches too to get some of these videos. But hey, I hope you guys enjoy. And stick around till after the video because we're going to talk a little bit more.
Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch. Yeah!
I hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought it was really fun to make. I had a good time doing it. I've had a blast playing as Man-Spider. I truly can't believe they put this in a video game that's so popular because now so many people are aware of Man-Spider's existence. And I'm just gonna win them over to my side. We're gonna finally get Man-Spider in more adaptations. And I'm just happy at that simple notion that more people are gonna even know what the character is or the origin of it is. So it's cool to me. So shout out to Marvel Rivals for putting Man-Spider in the game. Thank you. I'm glad I got it. I hope they do change the issue number because that's wrong. And I hope they do add some more sounds on the emote. And I hope the arms can stick around for the actual battle. But for now, I can't really complain too much outside of those things because it is a phenomenal skin and I've been playing it non-stop. It just looks so goddamn good. Let me know what you guys think of the skin down below. But I think that's it for me. Dunk out. Peace.